Okay, this is video 4 on how to solve a Rubik's Cube. We have the first layer done. Now we got to get the second layer edge pieces in. There's only 4 of them. The centers don't move. We're 40% solved. Once we're done with this, we'll be 60% solved, and we're just left with the last layer. So when we stop and think about it, yellow's up top, so all the edge pieces, when this thing's solved, these are going to be yellow. So let's look at a cube that actually has all the stickers on it. So we know this is a piece that's going to be on top. You know, if we turn this here, this is actually in its right spot. But we know this one's not. There's no yellow on it. So we know that this piece needs to go down. That's how we kind of recognize that piece needs to go down. There's no yellow sticker, so it has to go down, and now's the time to do it. This one needs to stay up. All of these need to stay up. This one needs to go down. So the first thing we're going to do is get it close to where it needs to be. This thing is orange and green. So we're going to match this to the center by moving the 2 bottom layers as one, so as not to screw up any of this stuff. We're just lining this up. And then we have to make a decision. Does it have to go to the left down or to the right down? Well, this color's green, and that's the blue side, so that's not right. Green is where it needs to go. So this needs to go down here. Last video we learned the sexy move, right-handed version. Well, there's a left-handed version, and this is what it looks like. It's L prime, U prime, L, U. So here's the sexy move, R, U, R prime, U prime. The left-handed version is L prime, U prime, L, U. Because when we're doing it here, we're going away and then pulling it back, going down, and then going back. So you're still, with the left-hand version, you go away, but that would be left prime, L prime, counterclockwise, U prime, L, U. So it's L prime, U prime, L, U. I'm going to put that in the description of this video. We're going to need to perform left and right hand versions for each one of these. So here we go. They call this making a T. So if you look at it on this cube, it looks like a T. It's going to be an upside down T. But this piece, it's actually the same case. This piece needs to go here. So the first thing that we want to do is we move it one spot away from where it needs to go. That's the first step. After we line up, make a T, we determine it needs to go here. We move it away from there, one spot. Since it's right here, we don't want to mess with it. So we have to do a lefty alg. And what that's going to do is it's going to pull this guy out. Even though we put him where it needs to be, it's going to pull him out. So we go L prime, U prime, L, U. So the cross is fixed. We rotate the cube so this white sticker is facing our right hand now. Since we did the left-handed alg, we're going to do the right-handed alg now. And this is lined up in such a way now that when we do R, now we have them together. U, R prime to fix the cross, and do the U prime. You don't really need to if you look at it. It's not really doing anything. But when we're doing these things in cycles, if you miss that on, a step further down the line, you're going to regret it. So even though it's kind of a pointless move, still do it for now. Okay, so that one's in. Now we got another guy here. We have to make a T with it. So we're getting this piece closer to where it needs to be. We're paying attention to the blue color on the side. We move the bottom layers so they match the center here. We made our T. And we find that this piece, since it's red here, and here's the red center, it has to go to the right. So the first thing that we do is we move it one spot away. And so we don't mess up this, we keep it where it is. We have to do the right-handed alg, which is our sexy move. R, U, R prime, U prime. So we pulled this out. Rotate the cube so the white sticker's facing your left hand now, because we did the right-handed alg. We got to do the left next. This is lined up, so when we perform it, the L prime, we're matching it up. U prime lining it up here, L to fix our cross, and then U, because I said so. You're going to promise me you're going to want to do that. So we're halfway done. Again, now we have another piece. On a regular puzzle, we're going to know it's yellow. That's not what we're looking for. If it's not yellow, that's your prime candidate to go down from our workspace. So we line this up, make our T, and we know that it has to go to the left here because it's orange right here. So we move it one spot away. And so as not to mess with this, we have to do the left-handed alg. L prime, U prime, L, U. This piece is out. It's right here now. So we rotate the cube so the white sticker's facing our right hand, and we perform the righty version. R, U, R prime, U prime. Now it's in. So we're left with one more. It's quite a bit easier to see everything on this cube. That's why I set it up this way. But we'll go to this one in a minute. It's not too bad. You just got to figure out what you need to focus on and when. So we have a T. We determine that this needs to go to the left because this is red and this is red. Also because it's the last, piece. So the first thing that we do is we move it away one spot. And so we don't mess up that guy. We want to keep him there, or we do the lefty version. L prime, U prime, L, U. Rotate the cube so the white square is facing our right hand now. And we do the righty alg. It's going to grab this guy and bring it in. So that's how you do the second layer. Now, some stuff will come up where you see, let's just do this. You're going to see something like this. This piece is in the right spot, but it's flipped. So you go ahead and you make your T, let's just move along here real quick. Make our T. So we've lined up this orange piece. We know that it needs to go down because there's no yellow sticker on it. And it has to go to the left because that's green. We move it to the right. We do our lefty alg, L prime, U prime, L, U. We've pulled that piece up, rotate it so the white sticker's facing our right hand. We perform the righty version. Do it again here. Match this guy up. There's no yellow sticker. It has to go to the left. Same thing. Move it away. Rotate the cube, white sticker facing the right hand. Do the right-handed version. Now we have this guy. It has to go to the right. We move it away from there. We start with the righty alg. R, U, R prime, U prime. Rotate the cube so the white sticker faces the left hand, and then we do the lefty version. So now we're stuck with this. So what do you do? And as you can see, all these have a yellow one, so they're where they need to be. Well, you got to pull this out. So you pull it out with any of these. You can either start left-handed and then right-handed, or vice versa. You're going to do the same moves just to get this out, and then you're going to have to put it back in the right way. So we just go R, U, R prime, U prime. Follow the white sticker when we rotate. We do the lefty version. Now we have some junk piece that we're not worried about, but this is in our workspace, so we can move it around. So now we make a T with that piece, move it away. And we know that since it's one spot over this way, we want to start with the righty alg to leave it where it is. R, U, R prime, U prime. Rotate the cube so the white sticker's facing our left hand, and we perform the lefty alg. L prime, U prime, L, U. So you have to pull it out and put it back in. You pull it out and it gets replaced with anything. Then you line it up the right way and you put it back in. Sometimes it can be tricky where you have 3 of them that are all down there. You don't have anything in your workspace and they're all flipped. Well, you got to pull it out. This is the beginner's method, so it's easier, but it's time consuming. After that, once you start doing more advanced techniques, we put them in as pairs. So getting the corners and then this second layer in, we do in one step. But in the beginner's method, this is what you do. So again, it's these 2 algs. And I'll put them in the description. And it's set it up, make a T, figure out where it needs to go, move the U face away from where it needs to go, then you perform your algorithms until they come back in. It's not the easiest thing I'm finding to describe it, but You know, if you watch the video a couple times, I think you'll get it. All right, this is already 10 minutes, so I'm gonna stop this video, and then we're gonna actually, that's what we're gonna be going for next, is a cross on the top.